Get ready. Start. Speaking in Parliament, Mr. Das said, Sir, at the very outset, one is expected to refer to the situation regarding literacy in this country. It is an alarming state of things that literacy has reached only 30%. At this rate, I do not know when we will achieve the target of making the entire country literate. If we cannot make appreciable progress in this direction, I think we should make all efforts at least to have compulsory primary education for all children up to 11 years of age as directed by the Constitution. In this regard, the government are reported to have taken up some schemes. I would only like to suggest that in view of the fact that the progress so far in this regard has been very slow, in trying to implement a massive program of compulsory primary education, we must not spend too much money on buildings. I would advise the government to utilize the existing school buildings, have them improved if necessary, and have 2 or 3 shifts in the same buildings utilizing the same equipment and employing the unemployed graduates or the unemployed educated people in the rural areas and also in the towns to accelerate this program of compulsory primary education. Now, the main point I would like to stress is a complete overhauling of the educational system in this country. It is really a matter of regret that even after 20 years of independence, we continue that system which was introduced and built up by the British to serve their own interest. I am amazed that no attention has been paid so far by anybody to the necessity of overhauling the entire system. Now, some time back, my friend posed the question to me, what do you mean by overhauling? When I say overhauling, I mean overhauling in the matter of curriculum, in the matter of content of teaching, in the methods of teaching, and also in the examination system. Now, it is not possible in the course of a discussion like this to go into details or put forth a scheme before the House. I shall only lay down certain broad principles which should guide us in overhauling the educational system in this country. The principle in the matter of education right from the bottom to the top is that there should be all-round development of the personality of the student. It will not do to teach the student just to cram the textbooks, commit it to memory and then vomit it in the examination hall while answering the questions. The teaching inside the class and the students' extracurricular activities, the social and cultural functions, his association and identification with the community around all these things must be so organized as to develop the all-round personality of the student. Secondly, the student should be attuned to the national ideas right from the bottom. Today in this country, socialism, secularism, democracy, and national integrity are no longer party slogans. These have become national objectives. Now, if you want really to build socialist society in this country, the spirit and the principle must be infused into the minds of the students right from the bottom. The third thing is this. Today there is divorce between intellectual work and manual work. This divorce between intellectual work and manual work was deliberately introduced into our society by the British for their own purposes. This must be done away with. You cannot do it simply by lecturing or teaching. Right from the stage when a student comes to the primary school, he should be not only taught but he should also be given manual work. The school curriculum must be so revised as to direct the student not only to do intellectual work but also manual work side by side. The kind of manual work will differ from stage to stage. At the bottom stage, the student can do some vegetable gardening. At the higher stage, he can do cultivation. In the cities, he may do manual work in a factory. It depends on the stage, but the idea is that this divorce should be done away with. The whole education and the content of our teaching should be modified and so organized that there is integration taking place between intellectual work and manual work in an appreciable manner. The fourth point is this: what is the purpose of education? The traditional thinking is that the gaining of knowledge is for the sake of knowledge. Of course, we must have some knowledge for the sake of knowledge. I would urge upon the education minister to make our educational system more utilitarian than at present. A student, after being educated, must find himself useful to society. So the educational system should be reorganized right from the bottom and particularly at the secondary stage. Here comes the question of diversification of courses. This diversification of courses must start in several stages within the secondary education system. That is my idea. I hope all of you will agree. Stop.